London is blue, let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Middles FC, let's go. Have it right, Middles FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in on this glorious afternoon. Let's go. If you haven't already, I want you all smash to pieces that like button. Smash it like your missus. Let's have it right. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed to Minerals FC, go and land your minerals now and go and hit that subscribe button. We got the notification bell, ding dong. Let's have it right. All that jazz. Go and smash that so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC membership, which is pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description, guys. Big up to every single one of you, as always. It's an earlier stream than normal, but why not? Why not? We're going to land it. I've already had DMs and that saying, Johnny, I'm not going to be here on the live, but I'm going to watch it. I know you all are committed and you all always tune in, whether it's live or not live. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're there and you're a part of the family, that's all that counts, guys. Big up to every single one of you that are in the chat. I want you all to land your minerals in the chat. I want to see who's in here as well before we get started. And don't worry, we're going to land it today. We are going to land it. Big up to my member, British Patriot. He says, big up, Johnny. Hopefully we can have one of them nights at the bridge and pull it off up the Chelsea. Cameron Adams is in here. He says, big up. Immortal Technique. Leo, my geezer, always land the minerals. Neil's in here. Big up, Johnny and the Minerals Army. Gonna be at work when you go live, so we'll catch up later. Oh my God, it doesn't get any better. Where's the hope coming from? Bowley, sort it out. This ain't Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Up the Minerals FC. Big up to Neil. Hope you're doing well and you have a good day at work, geezer. Big up, Mix the Minerals Medina. Lovely to see you in here as always. Mike El Padrino's in here as well. Big up Johnny Geese. Big up the Minerals FC Ultras. Let's have it right. Smash the like button like you smashed your missus. Have it. Come on, guys. Every single one of you, already got 100 of you in here. Every single one of you, just hit that like button. Doesn't cost you nothing. Literally, get that thumbs up. I want to see the thumbs up. Big up to Johnny as well. He says up the Chelsea, up Mills FC. Flew to London from Greece during the Madrid game, so I didn't watch. Going to the bridge on Saturday to watch us play Brighton. Big up to Johnny, man. He's landed his leg. He's coming from Greece to come and watch the Chelsea. Respect to you, my geezer. Fantastic stuff. Top bins as well. He says, I've supported Chelsea for years and can honestly say I've never felt so disconnected. What these clans have done to our club beggars belief. and putting Mace on when the game's done is a fucking liberty. Well, we're going to land it top bins, as always. Big up to Rabid Blue Blood. Lee Taylor's in here. We got, who else is in here, guys? Who else is in here? Hannah, big up to Hannah. Says, big up, Johnny. It's a shambles. What's going on at our football club? I'm not happy. This is not Chelsea. Protests need to happen as soon as possible. Big up to Hannah. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have her on the show as well, guys. Go and check it out. Go and check out the last stream. We had Hannah, Cursor, and my geezer, as always. And listen, let's have it right. He's flying back from Madrid now. Big up to my geezer, Chelsea old boys. Legend in the game, proper Chelsea. And as always, we know what we do. We see things they'll never see. And right now, it still stands that we see things that the owners will never see and they'll never understand. And they need to sort their shit out, because at the moment, it's a circus at Chelsea Football Club. And as always, my geezer, Chelsea old boys, big up to you all day long, all day long. Big up to Wads as well. Dino, my geezer. We got Cursors in here. Big up to Cursor, CFC fan. Mark Dunn, Naila. Everyone's in here. Chelsea Blue and Blue. Alpha's in here. Who else we got? Minnals George. Patrick Bateman, my geezer. Hope you're doing well. Who else? Let's quickly run through, guys. Isaac, I've seen in here. We got Naila. Guys, get in the chat. Let me know you're landing it. Who else we got? Barbar's in here as well. Come on. Young brother. We got Swole Cracker. Taruko, big up to you. Big up to H Talks Chelsea. Young brother. We got Dominic, my member as well. Big up to Dominic. Says big up Johnny. Lay some facts on these plastic fans and owners. We're going to do that. JG's in here. Captain Crunch. Everyone's in here. M1's in here. Let's keep going. Kotsios is in here. We got who else? Texas Blue as well. Big up to Texas Blue. Lovely to see you in here, geezer. Big up to everyone. Literally every single one of you. Arthaf's in here. Big up to Arthaf as well. CFC. Big up to all you guys. Make sure you let me know you're in the chat, guys. Let me know you're in the chat. So we're going to start on this. Guys, because this is where we're going to land it right now. We are going to land it right now. So let's get me set up. While I do that, you know what to do. Every single one of you, smash to pieces that like button. All right, so let's get on it. Let's get the bookmark up. Let's go. And we know what we're going to play right now. We know it. So let's play it. We ready to land the minerals, guys? Put your thumbs up in the chat. We're going to land it. Let's go.
Chelsea's going to win.
How much?
3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
Todd, what would you say to the fans after a really difficult 10 days?
I say have a lot of faith, and we're going to win 3-0 tonight.
So, Bowley, as always, the big daddy, isn't he? Sugar daddy, is he? He loves to be in the cameras. He loves to be in the limelight. You see, the difference between someone like Todd Bowley and Roman Abramovich is Roman Abramovich goes out the back door. He's a dark knight that lands the minerals, yeah? For the last, 16 years, before he had his visa taken away from him, you never saw Roman. You never saw him in the cameras. The only time you ever saw him was when he was in the stadium and you got him in the boxes. That's it. That's all you saw. You never saw Roman going up, or Marina going up, or Bruce Buck going up. Very rarely, unless it's an official announcement of some sort. They go out and they speak to the press. This guy can't get enough of it. Walking across the pitches with beer bottles, going out the night before hungover, and then being at a London derby when we had the jellyfish merchant. The guy's always in the public eye, continuously in the public eye. And to be honest with you, it's a scary thought that a billionaire, that Todd Bowley's a billionaire. How the hell? It's criminal that he's a billionaire. I mean, does he do this with every single business that he owns? Is he in the limelight 24/7? I mean, he's a 10% merchant. What is the need to come out again? Another restaurant, wonderful meal, great food, yeah? Well, what you're cooking us is an absolute disaster. It's a disaster. It's like I say, Happy Meals galore with no toys. Yeah, he's just getting beyond a joke, and he even looks like the Joker, bruv. Yeah, why so serious? Why so serious? Well, we're serious at Chelsea. We're serious supporters. You're not serious. It's like you've gone in there, Dark Knight. He's built up a pyramid of the 600 million or the 1.7 billion, and he's just burning it for fun. It's all a joke. Listen, we had the Dark Knight, Batman running our football club. Now we've literally got the Joker. We've got the Joker here. And he's telling us to have a lot of faith. Come on, bruv. You're a long way from Starbucks, Bowley.
Do you have any regrets at all about your stewardship so far of Chelsea?
We look at this as a very long-term process, and we had a lot of work to do, and we're excited about the future.
You got a lot of work to do. You're joking. It's a long-term process. What, we in a rebuild still? What, 600 million spent? No core in our team? No new goalkeeper? No replacement for Thiago Silva? Looking for the future, which you talk so much about? No DM? No 2 DMs? We got no striker? You refuse to, you give the orders to not play Aubameyang, who's our only striker available because he's on a pay-per-play and he was an ex-Tuchel player from Borussia Dortmund. Let's have it right. Let's land the minerals. I'm doing it right now. Where are we going here? Where are we going? 600 million spent and we are worse. We're a shadow of what we were under Tuchel last year. Even when he came in this at the start of the season, we're a shadow of it. And you've sold our only DM in Jorginho. For what? Tuppence, 12 million. Because it's all about the money. It's all about the money, guys.
And as far as the fans are concerned, what would you say to them specifically about that future?
The future, right? And we're excited about tonight.
Important to get a good performance and a good result.
Yeah, thank you.
And not only that, you go in, Geezer, and you basically put all the Chelsea players under pressure, saying we're going to win 3-0. All right. Does he not realise that we lost against Wolves 1-0? Does he not realise we haven't scored a goal in 4 games? This is the 5th game we haven't scored a goal, I think. Yeah. We haven't won in our last 5 games. All right. You've given us an interim manager, an ex-legend that got sacked by Roman to bring in Thomas Tuchel, the gaffer that you sacked to bring in Jellyfish Potter. Then you appoint Bruno Mars, and then we've gone from Bruno Mars to Lampard, and you actually think that we're going to go to the Bernabeu in the condition and the state that we're in to go and beat Real Madrid 3-0. It's a joke to him. It's a joke. I'm not laughing. None of us supporters are laughing, Bowley. You're an absolute clown. And Egbali, where are you? Where are you? Nowhere to be seen, eh? But we know you make all the decisions. Don't think you're getting out of it. You're in the woods as well, fella. Both of you. You're both to blame for the shit show that we're in at the moment at Chelsea Football Club. You spent and wasted money. You're reckless. Absolutely reckless. And to just basically mock us the way you're mocking us is unacceptable. And everyone, and all we hear every time we lose a game, oh, we're linked to this player. Oh, we're going in for this player. Oh, a bit more news on the next gaffer. Why don't you go and get your next gaffer? Do you know what? You want a yes man. You want a yes man. And it's going to be very difficult for you to go and get a yes man. For us to be happy, no elite gaffer is going to be a yes man. So you need to change your model. This model, this ideology you got, this vision, this collaboration, it's all bangers and mash waffle. No onions, no gravy, lumpy mash, as you like, tastes like crap. All right? That's where we are at the minute. That's where we are. And I'm going to talk about the game. I will talk about the game. But this is what upsets me here. This is what upsets me here. Is I'm gonna put something up here. And literally, this is what Todd Bowley and Ed Barley have done to our football club. How they have made us look. What I'm about to put up is exactly how we look right now. All right? And I'm going to try my hardest not to get rattled. But me putting this up is going to rattle me. Yeah? Because this is what we are. And these 2 guys, these 2 clowns, are the leader of the pack. That's what they are. Look at the state of this Chelsea team this season. Look what they've done to us. Look how they're mocking our football club. Look how they're mocking our players and our team. Look at us. Yeah, it's no coincidence that this has been put up on social media. Look at you, wrong-uns. You're an absolute disgrace to our football club. You've destroyed us. You've gutted us out. Our only chance of salvaging our season against a Real Madrid quarter-final, and you bring us Frank Lampard. And it's not even about Frank Lampard. It's not even his fault. But this is a disgrace that we're going to be out of the Champions League. You're expecting us at the Bridge, in the current state we're in, to beat Real Madrid 3-0 and not concede the way we're playing. We have to play the perfect game to go through against Real Madrid. You're a long way from McDonald's. You're a long way from Starbucks. You're a long way from Hooters, Hollywood, everything. Red Lobster, all you like, mate. Mayfair, long way away. Long way away. And I'm done with it. You see, I can't stop saying what I'm saying because they're not allowing me to. They keep mucking up. They keep messing it. Yeah? And all it takes is me. And you know what? I get called toxic. I get called agenda-driven. I get called negative. When everything at our football club right now is negative. Everything is in the mud. And look at what they're doing to our football club. It's a disgrace that people are mocking us, calling us clowns. Our players are good enough to be in top 4. Our players are good enough to compete in the Champions League. And look at us, because you wanted a yes man. Is that what it is, Bowley? Yeah, I know it. It's facts. Guys, let's bring it up. Let's bring it up. Where is it? Let's land the minerals here. Where is it, guys? There we go. There we go. Or is it this one? There we go. Plenty in the squad concluded that Potter was a yes man. Senior players assumed visits from Baghdad Barley and Todd Bowley, in training were an attempt to micromanage the squad. Look at these guys. Do you know what? You're a long way from the Woods, mate, and Starbucks. But I'm going to put you where you belong. In the Woods. That's where you belong. You're an absolute joke at our football club. You've destroyed us. You've gutted us out. You've wasted 600 million. And you can't tell us we're better for it. We're worse for it. We're on the decline. We're sitting 11th in the table. You sacked us an elite manager. You brought in a mid-table mentality gaffer. Someone with no experience, someone who's never won anything because you wanted to control the gaffer. And you think you know best. You think you know about football. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. And it's clear as day you don't know anything. So here we are, losing 2-0 to Real Madrid after your glorious prediction of us winning 3-0. Yeah? You're a mug. You're a mug. Absolute mug. He's an absolute mug. And people fall for this nonsense. People actually believe that this guy is going to make Chelsea great. They're not interested in making us great. We've gone from elite winners as a football club to elite jokers. That's what we are. Hence the title of this show. That is what we are now. Everyone's laughing at us. I've been in Twitter spaces and I've heard rival fans going, "What's going on at Chelsea? How can you be in your 4th gaffer in a season? You spent 600 million. You haven't even built around the gaffer. You've got to bring in a gaffer who's going to go, oh, I don't want Koulibaly. I don't want Aubameyang. I don't want Sterling. Oh, I don't even want Madrid. What are you going to do, Bowley, Egbali?" The thing is, these guys don't want to change their model, yeah? They refuse to change their model. Their model stinks. It stinks. It reeks so bad, yeah, that the table don't lie. The results don't lie. Nothing lies. But they think they know better. They think they know how to run a football club. They've never run a football club in their lives. This ain't capitalist merchantry, yeah? This is football. This is a sport. It's a risky business. And you've literally made bets all over the gaff and all your money's gone. You're going all in here for this model and they're just taking it. Casino's taking it, bruv. He's taking all your money. You ain't got nothing left. What you got? Oh, yeah, money's no object. Let's keep spending it. Spending it recklessly? Scattergun? What are we, in COD? What are we? Are we playing video games? What is this? What's this nonsense that's going on at Chelsea Football Club? What is this nonsense? It's an embarrassment. And I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. All right? I never expected us to go there and win. All right? I definitely didn't expect us to go, oh, yeah, we're going to go and win 3-0. I mean, what a mug. And you look at who you're buying, all right? None of them were Tuchel signings. None of them are Potter signings. So who are you buying for? You're buying for yourselves. You're buying for your model. The model is the gaffer. The model is the gaffer. And that's the problem. Because the model don't know football. The model is experimentation. It's trial and error. It's a social experiment. That's what it is. And we're here spending our money, going to games, spending our time because we love our football club, and they're abusing that love. They're abusing our support. All right? And they only sacked Potter because they had to. They had to do it because the support was turned. And that's how it goes. And I tell you what, a message to Bowling Egg Barley, if you don't change your model, we're going to turn even harder. And you're going to regret it. You're going to wish you didn't do what you're doing. Because sadly, we're not stupid. We're wide awake, especially on my platform. Everyone in the chat, everyone that supports this channel, you're all wide awake. You all understand what's going. And the funny thing is, it's a long process. What's the long process? What's the long process? You know what the joke is? Do you know how big of clowns they are? All right, is that under Tuchel, all you had to do was steady the ship. All you had to do was just implement some top quality. You could have spent half of that, spent 300 million on good quality. Listen to the gaffer that knows what to do. Let him make the decisions, the footballing decisions, the coaching decisions, pick the lineups. These guys are picking lineups. These guys have got agendas behind closed doors. And one of the agendas is clear as day, Mason Mount. Clear as day. The club agenda is relentless. Tuchel always played Mason Mount. Tuchel is the most elite gaffer we've had for a very long time. Frank Lampard brought through Mason Mount. Brought through Reece James. Brought through these players. And he's not even playing him. So, listen, the jury's out. The jury's out on this specific issue. But you have to understand something. That this has been manipulated by Bowley, by Egg Barley, by the suits and boots behind the scenes. That's what's happening at our football club. They are the dictatorship, but they don't know nout about Chelsea. They don't know nout about the Premier League, Champions League, football. All right. Let me tell you, there was an interview yesterday. He went and met one of the board directors at Real Madrid, and they came out and said to him, you're basically spending recklessly. You got to let the football professionals do their job. You can't. This is not how you run a football club. He's telling him that. And the guy's sitting there. You know what? The one thing you don't do with egotistical maniacs like these billionaires, yeah, is tell them what to do. They'll go the opposite way. And that's what they're doing at our football club. We are going further and further behind. We'll be lucky if we see Champions League next 3 years. Be lucky. And where do you draw the line? When are the supporters going to wake up? What they think next season, we're all miraculously going to be fantastic and better because we're going to bring in a top manager. Who is that top manager? What you're waiting for? Luis Enrique's available. Go and get him. Proven with egos. Proven blueprint of football. Proven to win all the trophies. Proven in every level at football. Johan Cruyff blueprint. Barcelona. The benchmark, the sexy football. He can work with youth and experience. What you're waiting for? Why? Because he has his demands. He has his demands. He's not a yes man. So where are we going? I'm asking a serious question. You talk about this long process and it's going to be very exciting. Well, it don't seem so exciting at the minute. You didn't need to be out of the Champions League. In fact, what are all Clear Capital going to turn around and say to Bowley and Igbali and go, we're missing our 150 million from Champions League football and broadcasting rights. We ain't even in Europa League. We're not even in the Conference League. Where's the money coming in? Do you know what? Yeah, people go to me, they're not worse than the Glazers. How's that? Oh, the Glazers have ruined. They just sucked the club dry. Well, what have these owners gone and done? Roman Abramovich left us at 1.5 billion debt free. We're in the red zone. We have to be wary of financial fair play. What are you talking to me about? Where have the Glazers gone into United debt free? They haven't. They're taking all the cream off the top, interest only. They're paying interest only, bruv. All right. These guys have got a free run and they're spending like without even thinking who's making decisions. Todd Bowley, financial director, football director, negotiator in football, an industry's never been in. Who's advising you? Other clubs. That's what another one said from Real Madrid. You're sitting there having meals with other football owners. It doesn't work like that. Everyone's a rival. Everyone is a rival. Everyone hates Chelsea. Wake up. Wake up. This is not a joke. And what you are doing at a football club is destroying us. You know, and you get all these wrong-uns and all these platforms. Bowley's not the problem. Oh, you can't come at Bowley. Bowley's doing a great job. What great job is that? We've retracted so far back when we didn't need to be. Oh, it's the players. It's the players. Well, it's not you, Potter. It's the players. It's the players. Is it really? Is it really the players, yeah? The players are that bad, are they? Yeah? Really? Suits the agenda, does it? Because you don't want to be that guy that comes at the owners. You see, I am that guy. I am that guy because I've got minerals to do it and I've got nothing to lose. And everyone wants to protect their platform. They want to protect their income. They want to protect their circles and their links, their brown envelopes and all this nonsense. That's what it's all about. But for me, it's not about that. This is far bigger. And Chelsea and the ownership right now is the biggest problem we got at Chelsea Football Club. And then until they sort their model out, and I'll keep repeating it, nothing will change. We'll be in for a long-ass ride and don't expect Chelsea to be competing at the highest level. It is what it is. Drinking your minerals, whether you like it or not, that is the point I'm making. And I haven't even spoken about football yet. I haven't even spoken about the game yet. So just make sure you smash the beast that like button. There's almost coming up to 200 of you in here. Every single one of you smash the pieces that like button. It's very important. I want you to push it out. The show needs to be pushed out. The message and then the correct narrative needs to be pushed out, guys. And I want to bring something up here. I want to bring something up, which is just a disgrace, bruv. It's an absolute disgrace. All right. Now, you talk about we've got 4 gaffers in one season. We're in our 4th gaffer. We've not scored a goal in God knows how many games. In fact, we've got the worst win percentage rate since international break. We haven't even won more games than we've lost and drawn this season. All right. We've changed our tactics, formation, player setups over God knows what, 100 times now this season. We've got no leaders. We've got no core. We spent 600 million and we're worse off for it. So, where do you point the finger? You want to point the finger at all your agendas of players. You want to pinpoint players and you think players are the problem? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are so far behind when we didn't need to be. We are years now. We are years. I knew once we sacked Thomas Tuchel, we're going backwards. I knew it. Anyone can come at Frank Lampard. Anyone. All right. But he's an interim. Yeah. Now, it won't be so far-fetched, would it? The way these clowns run our club, that they'll go and give Lampard the whole season next year. Because I think Frank is really working hard to get his job at Chelsea permanent. And I think he'll do whatever it takes to do that and keep them sweet. And I hope that's not the case. I hope our legends got the minerals and the fucking bollocks to not do that and do what's right for Chelsea and still the Chelsea way. But right now, I don't even see it. The last 2 games under Frank have been this shit show. We look the same. We look worse. We got James Corden advising these clowns to come out and hire Lampard instead of Luis Enrique when he's available, right? Make sense of that all you will, all right? And that's facts. He really did. Really did. They asked Frank Lampard, and Frank Lampard goes, I think it's a bit unrealistic to think that they only spoken to James Corden. Well, they did. And they went for it. It's like we're some sort of social network that they're using our football club to have a social network with other celebrities, other markets. Let's dip into this market. Let's dip into that market. It's not fake, Matt. It's not fake. And I know it's not fake. So whether you want to believe me or not, I'm not going to say stuff that's fake. Everything I say has been true. I've been telling you lot, Potter's been a yes man for God knows how long. And what it takes after he gets sacked for it to be revealed. Why is that? I wonder why. What, you think the press are there to protect Chelsea and Todd Bowley and Ed Barley? Absolutely not. They're there to mud them at any opportunity. That's where Bowley's so naive and stupid that he uses his brown envelopes because he thinks, yeah, I've got them all in my pocket. But, mate, when it don't go right and it's going wrong, they'll be there and they'll be there to backstab you because that's journalism for you. They only think about themselves. Listen, all right? It's all a celebrity circle. That's what it is. We got an owner, 10% merchant that he is, going out like he's a celebrity. He's more interested in how he looks and landing his stupid little comments to the press or having interviews. Where were you, Bowley, when we were losing back-to-back games? Where was your Twitter space appearances? Where was your liking of tweets? Oh, so now you want to come out because you think that the PR stunt to bring in Frank Lampard works with us ourselves or me on here. Absolutely not. You can't kid me. Yeah, you can't kid me. So at the end of the day, like I say, everyone's taking them Happy Meals. Yeah, and they're eating them flimsy little cheeseburgers without no cheese, bruv. They run out of cheese. Yeah, they've got no gherkin, no nothing, just a dry ass burger with stale fries and a toy that don't even work. That's what they're giving out. And people are buying into it without even realizing. And that's their problem. Yeah, it's a good question. We all know what's going on here, but what's the solution? The solution is that the supporters don't stand for it. The problem we have in the Chelsea fan base is that Bowley, the PR merchant that he has created a divide in the fan base where people will not, they'll side with the ownership, they'll target the gaffers, they'll target the players, and no one will come at the ownership. You see, I'm different. I don't blame the players because if you look at the state of us, if you look at the way we're playing, the inconsistencies, look at our medical team. They stripped our medical team. We've had the worst injury list of any seasons, even under Roman Abramovich, for the last 20 odd years. We've had over 12, 13 players all at once out injured, almost a first team. That tells you everything you need to know. What's happened to his mental skills coach? What's he doing? Twiddling his thumbs? Or is he back in rugby? Is he not at Cobham? What's he doing? Maybe he said a few things about certain players and they didn't like it, so they got rid of the guy. He's out the limelight. You see, they put all this shit out in the media to sidetrack you, to take you away from what's actually happening, to take your eye away off of the ball with what they're doing. And what they are doing single-handedly is sabotaging our football club. And no one wants to believe it. No one wants to believe that Todd Bowley and Egbali are making all the shots, calling all the shots. They don't believe that they're picking players in the team, that they're ordering certain gaffers to not play certain players, to rotate players, to keep a good, clean squad and keep everyone happy. You ain't going to do that. You've signed God knows how many players. We've got a squad of over 30 players. You got players sitting down in separate rooms because there's not enough room for these players to have meetings, to go through tactics, to go through. Listen, it's clear as day on the pitch. No player knows what to do. There's no clear instructions. They've had a jellyfish merchant for the last 28 games, and our results have been proven how poor they are. Our league table status right now tells you that. So where do we go? Where do we go? The only thing we can do is protest. The supporters have to make a stand. But the problem, there's a divide. There's a divide. These guys only care about money. They don't care about Chelsea and they don't care about winning. They'll give you that illusion. They'll smoke screen that so that you think, yeah, they've got ambition. No owner's got 600 million they're spending there. 600 million on what, bruv? On what? Look at the footballing decisions in these signings. João Felix is on loan. He's a loaned player. Oh, we're getting there quick. We're getting there. You've done Atletico Madrid a favour. You've got him to show some fancy tricks, show some potential, and then some other club will come in and buy him. Because you can't buy him, because you've got to rely on selling your Cobham talent to get your books balanced. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's all about the money. We're in the red zone. Financial fair play are knocking on our door soon. What are you going to do? And look at us. We're a state. We're an absolute state. Yeah, we're an absolute state. When you got these, it's literally like, this is what's happened. Roman's bought our club and he's gone, no, we don't need anyone. I'm going to go and negotiate with everyone. I'm going to sign all the players. What are you talking about? Roman was a football man. He loved football. It was underrated how much people knew that he loved the game of football, all right? And he chose our club, and he came into our club, and he got the right people in charge, and he listened. He listened. He took advice from the people that he employed. These guys don't do that, and I know they don't do that. They're the ones calling the shots. They won't back down. They need to back off, need to step back, listen to the Real Madrid president, go and listen to the elites in the game that are experienced. You don't want to do that because you think you know best, because you're so fucking egotistical. You're so arrogant. And look at us. And you come in the limelight, 3-0, we're going to win. Yeah, disrespecting Real Madrid, who are the reigning champions of the Champions League. You're a joker, mate. You're an absolute joker. You're a disgrace. You're unprofessional. The way you're treating us, and you're being an ambassador to us. You're being a clown to us. An ambassador was Thomas Tuchel. An ambassador was Roman Abramovich. The way he handled business, the way he had the elite mentality. There's no elite mentality at Chelsea Football Club. There's nothing of it. They're comedians, and their jokes ain't even funny. The joke is we're sitting 11th. We spent 600 million, and we're worse for it. That's the joke. That's the joke. And we're in our fourth gaffer this season. And they think Super Frank is going to come in and save us, and all of a sudden we're going to beat Real Madrid and go and win the Champions League. You fucking lost the plot. So let's talk about the game. While we do that, smash to pieces the like button. Let's talk about this game. All right? Let's talk about this game. All right? He played the wing-back system. Yeah, played the wing-back system. Great. Yeah? You got a player in João Felix. And at the end of the day, I've got no allegiance to this player. He's not a full-time employee. He's a temp. All right? He's on loan. This guy can't shoot to save his life. This guy can't assist to save his life. This guy's meant to be a generational talent. I'll tell you what he's generational at fucking not being able to score a goal or give an assist. He's generational at dribbling. Yeah, great. Where are he dribbling to? He gets the golden opportunity in the first 5 minutes of this game against Real Madrid away at the Bernabeu and fluffs his line. He lets their defender, who's way behind him, catch up with him and get in there to put him off and just shoots like so poor, man. Straight at the goalkeeper. You drop Kai Havertz, and what a surprise. Everyone wants Kai Havertz dropped. You drop the one player. In fact, you drop Mason Mount as well. You drop the two players that won you the Champions League and performed against Real Madrid countless times. In fact, Mason Mount's the only midfielder in our entire team for the last 3 years that scored from midfield against Real Madrid. Yeah, home and at the Bernabeu. And you haven't played him. He's had a one-on-one, Felix, and he can't finish. The guy can't finish his dinner, bruv. Yeah? And I don't blame him because Bowley's serving him the grub. And he can't. He's force-feeding himself, bruv. He's force-feeding himself. And he's not healthy, guys. He ain't too healthy. João Felix ain't too healthy. You know, you sign for my club permanently, I expect fucking much better. I expect better now. 90 million, 100 million. And you lot want to sell Mason Mount. You lot think this player's better than Mason Mount. You think we're a better team without Mason Mount and with Felix. Well, Felix has played every single game. And there is nothing better. We haven't played better. We haven't scored more goals. I thought he's meant to be some generational chance creator. We haven't created anything. And then you play Sterling, another one, come back from injury, hasn't got match sharpness, isn't match fit, yeah? Oh, but he starts. You play him, all right? So let me get this right. Frank sets us up and says, oh, what a great team, everyone says. Great team. So you set us up with Sterling and Felix up top, all right? And you drop two players that won us the Champions League, that always perform in the Champions League, that are experienced in the Champions League and experienced at winning the Champions League for two players that haven't won it. And one of them's on loan and the other one's likely to be sold. So what? Who do I question here? Who am I supposed to question here? Do I question Super Frank? Or do I question the owners here? You see, Felix is their guy. They're playing him every game. But the results are shit. And you can say Havertz isn't been performing and this and that. No one's performing. But Havertz always steps up in the Champions League. Always. And he knows how to play Real Madrid. In fact, Real Madrid are probably lapping it up that they've got two fucking 4.5 foot players up front for their defence. They're eating them up. No problem. Physical, battle, done. Their work rate is shocking. Off the ball, defensive work rate, nowhere to be seen. Frank Lampard brought it up after the game. He says the game for Raheem Sterling and João Felix was a tough match. They had to put in a lot of work defensively. João is a big talent, as is Raheem. I'm not here to criticise too much. We'll go away and analyse. So you played, Frank. Let's have it right. Super Frank, you picked João Felix, Raheem Sterling. You played these two players who don't offer any off the ball and defensive work rate, and then you talk about us off the ball work rate defensively. What do you expect? What do you expect? You're even playing them like you're not even playing with a striker. You're playing Kovacic, Kante, and Enzo Fernandez, you're playing a midfield three. You see, if you'd played Mason Mount and if you played Kai Havertz with a João Felix or a Sterling, what does that do for you? Shall I enlighten it? Shall I land the minerals? What Mason Mount does is that he drops into that middle three, makes a midfield three. He works defensively, as does Kai. And all of a sudden, you've got balance, you've got movement, and you've got pockets of space being filled. Therefore, Real Madrid find you unpredictable. Real Madrid, their defenders, their midfielders get pulled out of position. That's how you play. That's tactics. That's fucking how you set up against Real Madrid, because that's how it's proven that we did it the last 4 games we've played them. So why are you not doing it now, Frank? You're playing 2 players that don't offer you that. So what does everyone expect? You expect us to go out there and land it? Sterling and Felix had 2 chances and both of them fluffed their lines because they're not clinical. Felix can't score a goal to save his life. Sterling hasn't scored in God knows how long. Sterling's running down the wing, his arse out, up like this, waiting, looking, letting the opposition Real Madrid player catch up with him. Slow down the play. It's just bullshit, bruv. Honestly, tactics were all over the gaff. The setup, and they'll use the excuse, drop Kai, go on then. No aerial presence. So if you want to release your team from being pressed and being pegged back by Real Madrid, where are you going? Where's the long ball? What, up to Sterling and Felix, who just get shrugged off? Honestly, bruv, honestly. The sterling currency right now is coppers, bruv. Yeah? There's no nuggets there. There's no pound notes. There's nothing. Yeah? It's shocking. There's no notes anywhere. And then Felix, everyone raves about João Felix. Yes, he's got lovely potential, but he's, to an extent, he's not being used right. But at the same time, bruv, when you're playing in the Champions League, you don't get many chances. You don't have time to think. You have to act and you have to take your chances. And Felix doesn't do that. He can't even do that against a Wolves or a Burnley. What's he going to do against Real Madrid? This guy's never won the Champions League. So, Frank Lampard and our team suffered for not playing Kai Havertz and Mason Mount in this game. That's the first thing. The second thing is N'Golo Kante, world class. All you wrong-uns that say sell N'Golo Kante, I don't know where you're going with that. I don't know. I think you're lost. I don't think you realise what a player is. Irreplaceable. Minerals general. Yeah. Enzo, lovely talent. Isn't he meant to be a deep line creator? From what I've seen, everyone's raving, telling me he's a deep line creator. But how can he create when he's sitting back as the Jorginho role? And you've got Kova and Kante, both of them, all right, that don't have an assist in them. They don't have a shot in them. Enzo does, but you're not using him right. So again, we're set up wrong now. Why is Kova not sitting? Let him sit, be press resistant. There we go. So we're down there again. You got Chilwell and Reece James, the 2 best wing backs. James, if Mount had a performance like James did yesterday, everyone would be on his neck. All right? Reece James had a stinker. He had a stinker. It's like he didn't show up. Him and Fofana got done by Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. pocketed them. And here we are going, why? I was told, guys, sorry, I'm only repeating what I was told. I was told Reece James is our biggest chance creator in our team. Well, he's been playing every game, and ever since he's come back, he's not been the same. He's injured every time, but apparently he's the one that creates all our chances. He's our most threatening, and yet we haven't scored a goal in 5 games. We haven't won a game. So, I don't know. Maybe that's false, guys. And then we look at Chile. Chile again. You know, I love him. He's all of a sudden signed a 2-year extension and it's gone to pot. It's gone to pot. You see, these ownership goes back to the ownership. They love to do these lovely little announcements before or after a loss, mainly after a loss. And we lost to Wolves. And before Real Madrid, we'll sign up Chilwell. Well, my narrative was, that they're going to look to get rid of Chilwell, and all of a sudden they changed their tune. I like that. Very well done. You're listening to the Minerals FC. It's about time. But at the same time, 2-year extension. Shall I tell you why he signed a 2-year extension? Because Manchester City are sniffing. And Manchester City now, if they want to buy Chilwell, the owners have now got an extra 2 years in their pocket where they can negotiate and get a better transfer fee for him if they want to sell him. How do you even know that the next gaffer wants Ben Chilwell that you've signed the 2 extension with? You're signing extensions, you're going out in the transfer market, and you don't even know what gaffer you're getting. This is what I'm saying. The model is a joke. The model is their model. They are the gaffers. Whatever gaffer you bring in, they've got to be a yes man. So we're going to be set with mediocrity. We're not going to have elite gaffer. So let's get back to the game, because obviously I get deterred a little bit. Let me just land the Soup Minerals here by Blue Star C. Says, I think Frank wanted a draw. He parked the bus, mate. Did he park the bus, though? I mean, why would you park the bus? You're playing our wing-back system. We're good in possession in wing-back. Elder players. Listen, it's a shit show. You know, in the day, I'm going to say this. I'm not blaming Frank, but I have to question the lineup. I have to question it. And I think there's pressure. But the jury's out. We need more games. I need more games. I need to see more games now. I need to see maybe 2 more, 3 more games. Let's see how it pans out. Let's see what our results are saying. Let's see how we play. Let's see if we keep a consistent lineup. I want to see that before I make my judgment on what Super Frank's doing at Chelsea at the minute. But at the end of the day, he's coming at a very difficult time. So I don't want to put too much blame on him. But my, the jury's out. This is not the same Chelsea that Frank took over under Roman. What Frank took over with Roman, there was stability, there was a correct model, there was a mentality. It was Chelsea. And he knew he didn't have to think about anything else. He's coming into this and it's an absolute shit show. It's a circus, it's toxic behind the scenes. Has anyone asked the question why John Terry's jumped ship from being in Chelsea, working, to go to Leicester? He don't want to be a yes man, bruv. JT ain't a yes man. JT's got too much to say, bruv. Yeah, he's gone. He's out. He can see the condition of the club. He knows it's not Chelsea. It's not the same Chelsea. And that's the Minerals landing. Here's what it is. But let's get back to the game. Let's get back. Big up Blue Star FC for landing the Soup Minerals. So then we look at the defence. Koulibaly got injured. He looked all right. I'm not going to come at Koulibaly. It is what it is. But explain to me this, right? I want people to explain this, right? Thiago Silva, best defender. Granted. He's not played for 6 weeks. He's been in training for a little bit. And he's thrown into the Real Madrid game. He's thrown in straight away. No run-up game. No 15, 20 minutes. Thrown in. But Mason Mount, who's 100% fit, you don't play him. So you're telling me Frank Lampard is going, I'm going to rest Mace for the biggest game that we got at the minute away to the Bernabeu. We're going to rest our best player. When you know what Mason Mount does, you know what he offers you, that no other player in this entire squad can offer you, especially in that front line. No one. And you even spoke on it after the game. And you play him. You make a substitution after Chilwell gets sent off, all right? And you bring on Cucurella. You bring on Gallagher. And you bring on Mason Mount 2-0 down with 13 minutes to go? 13 minutes to go. You bring on Mount when the game's fucking dead? What is that about? He's fit. Play him. Why are you not playing him, Lamps? He's your baller. He's your boy. He's your player. It doesn't make sense. So let's go to the first goal. The first goal. Cucurella, it is what it is. You know, the guy's a Brighton player. The guy looked fantastic at Brighton because Brighton are not a good team. They're a mid-table team. So someone of his technical ability in not an average team is going to look better than what he is. And he's come to Chelsea at higher level, higher demands, higher pressure on almost 70 million. because Potter came. Potter's come and can't even get the best out of his own player that he signed. All right. And this guy is getting worse and worse and worse. He's cost us pretty much 2 goals. 2 goals, bro. It's a Brillo pad there. So the 2 goals, mistakes. Cucurella doesn't close down for the second goal. Asensio, who comes on, bruv, as a substitute, and he scores a goal from outside the box against Kepa. We all know he's got Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. We know that. But my, what's Cucurella not closing him down for? Where's the urgency? Where's the intensity? If we're meant to be sitting back and low blocking, why are we not at them? Why are we not matching them? Why are we not closing them down? Why are we letting them just run at us? Vinicius Junior pace. It's just like, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. And then you expect Kepa to save that? No chance. I'll tell you what, though. Why is Mendy not playing? I've been asking for Mendy to play for God knows how long. Mendy's a shot stopper, man. Any corners, any aerial threat, Mendy's there. But it is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. You know, I honestly think that you look at us and Chilwell, because of Cucurella and his out of position and he's not elite reading of the game, he got done. Chilwell went, and it was basically I have to take him down because he's through. He is through. The guy's got pace. He's through. So therefore, Chilwell gets sent off. You're 10 men down. And then we what? Oh, we make the changes. We make the changes. Too late. Little too late. Poor game management. In-game management. In-game management. What separate you from being an elite gaffer and not elite gaffer? And the decisions were shocking. The decisions were shocking. So, we deserve to lose. Our performance wasn't good enough. And do you know what the joke of it about? The whole joke is Real Madrid didn't even get out of, first, second gear? Real Madrid didn't even look like they were about the races. They didn't need to be. And that's what's so disappointing, is that we didn't take the game to them. Kovacic, stinker. Enzo, poor. Always dispossessed. Just poor, bro. Poor. So poor, man. Fofana, out of his depth. What do you expect? Can someone remind me? We've signed Fofana, he's a very talented player, but you're playing Real Madrid at Bernabeu, and you don't have an elite gaffer, all right, directing you, advising you, instructing you. What Champions League experience has Fofana had? What Champions League experience has Cucurella had? I'd love to know. So, yet again, we're playing young players or players with no experience, no leadership in our team. And you got to rely on Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva cleared off the line because he's just elite. He's too experienced. He knows, he can predict. He can foresee things happening. Why wasn't Madrid brought on? Some pace, some injection, some fearlessness. He didn't play. No Aubameyang. Frank wanted to sign Aubameyang. But Aubameyang's not getting... Oh, yeah, of course, Aubameyang's not in the Champions League squad. I'll take that back. So... I don't know what anyone expects, mate, honestly. You know what's funny, right? Mason Mount comes on, all right? He comes on, and in a 10-minute cameo, almost scored a goal. If it wasn't for Rudiger's block. He would have scored a goal, bring us back in the game. He did more. Lovely touch and turn, instinctive, and went for it. Where's that from Sterling? Where's that from Felix? I haven't seen that for God knows how long. I haven't seen it. In the big games, you play your big players with experience. And we didn't do that. So therefore, you lose. It's as simple as that. Big up Blue Sky says, Johnny Mason Mount always scored 2. Rudiger stopped him. Yeah, well, he did. That's what I just said. He did. But you didn't give him a chance. You didn't give him a 20-minute, half an hour game. You gave him 10 minutes. Nothing. 2-0 down with 10 men. It's just like, where do you want to go, man? Where do you want to go? Like I say, the jury's out, bruv. The jury's out. Anyone tell me that the attackers we got are better than Mason Mount? Listen, all the Mason Mount haters and Kai Havertz haters, for that matter, right now as we speak, all right, they didn't play. So who are you scapegoating now? Who are you coming at? Because they're the problem, apparently. They're the problem why we're losing all these games. They're the problem why we're not scoring goals. They're the problem why we're not creating anything. Well, we're for Mason Mount, he hasn't played. In fact, he's in his 10th game of not playing 90 minutes, all right? And we haven't won not single one of them. None of them. We haven't won any of them. None of them. So Mason Mount ain't the problem. He's part of the solution. But these owners think they know best. Of course they do. Of course the clowns know. Of course they know football. Why didn't Trev Baresi come on? Why? Why are you not playing Trev? Why are you not playing the right players, man? I honestly. We're in a real pickle at the minute. We're in a very difficult situation. And nothing's getting better. We're not, like I say again, we're not having any patterns of play. We don't look threatening. We look disjointed. We can't string passes together. We look shaky. We're not making right decisions. We're not set up right. There's no consistency. Why? Why? Because of what's behind the scenes, guys. The players know it. And it affects the players. And you haven't brought in elite gaffer. What chance have we got against Real Madrid? And Real Madrid don't even look that great. It's just a joke, mate. Every single one of you smashed to pieces that like button. Every single one of you smashed to pieces that like button. Yeah. Also, did anyone see? I haven't got the image. Did anyone see how we set up in this game? We had all our players in a line against Real Madrid. What is that? What the hell is that? Where's the diagonal positions? Where's the triangles? Where's the 1-2s? Where's the quick thinking? Where's the creativity? Where is it? It's like I've got no explanations anymore. Well, I do. We know why, but the thing is, the ownership put Frank Lampard there so that the fans don't turn on someone like Frank. Yeah, that's what they've done. They couldn't bring anyone else in. They had to bring in someone that was respected. And like I say, I'm giving Super Frank maybe 2-3 games. I want to just make my mind up on a few things. I want to see how it pans out. But it doesn't look very good. And we have to be very, very worried about that. And I did say, we've lost to Wolves. What happens if we lose to Real Madrid? What if we lose to Brighton or draw? Where do you draw the line? The owners have got to back off now. They've got to back off. Back off, Frank. Back off the next new gaffer. Back the fuck off. That's what you've got to do. It's as simple as that. Because they're not. And the longer this goes on, the longer we will go down and down and down and down. We might be in a relegation battle soon. That's how bad it is. No one thinks that. But, mate, the way we're playing, we've got nothing. Paul Merson goes, What's happened to Chelsea? 2 years ago, year and a half ago, they were ripping teams apart. Ripping teams. Teams were fearing us. What? We've all of a sudden we've gone this 360 that we're that bad, that we're playing like a bottom three team. And no one questions it. No one comes at the owners. No one says, oh, it's because of the owners. They say it's because of the players. Don't be so deluded. Big up to Endeavour. He says, talk about how we are close to closing on Gallardo. Gallardo? Who's Gallardo, bruv? That manager? The one from River Plate? Is that who it is? I want an elite gaffer. I don't want all these guys, all these up and coming gaffers. I'm done with it. He's not taking us anywhere. You've tried and tested that, and you're in the mud, and you still persist with it. Go and get me Luis Enrique, man. Every rival's wetting themselves if we get Luis Enrique. Why? Because he's elite, and he won't do what you say. You fucking clowns. Why are people not waking up? You buy into all this PR. All this PR, you buy into it. You just drink it all in. You merchants. PR merchants. That's what you are. And here we are, sitting here in an absolute state. Like I say, we're in a coma, mate. Cardiac arrest, comatized, mate. Yeah? There's nothing there. There's no fight. There's no Chelsea. This ain't Chelsea. This is not Chelsea. I honestly stick by. These guys have come in to experiment on our club. Roman didn't pick these clowns. No chance. No chance. You're telling me Roman goes and sacks Tuchel after winning in the Super Cup Club World Cup, doesn't listen to him on signings, all right, after he's proved himself. Granted, Lukaku, he had no say, but that's one signing. And Sol was a backup of useless. So, yes, Roman made a wrong call there. But Tuchel still delivered. He still won 2 trophies and got us into 2 domestic finals. All right? That really we should have won when Liverpool couldn't even, they were firing blanks and we had to lose on penalties in both of them. All right? So, really, we should have won. It was just the luck of the draw. You're telling me Roman's sacking him to bring in Graham Potter? And then he's going to go and sign all these young players on low wages. That's why he's got Cobham there, bruv. Cobham's there to bring the talent. That's what he's there for. And he loans them out and he makes money like that. But he always went for the top players. He always went for the experience. We're Chelsea. We want to win now. We're elite. We attract all the big players. And we can still attract the big players even if we're at the Champions League. These fucking clowns in charge, they're taking advantage of that. That's what they're doing. They're using our name and our heritage and our elite status to sign these young players on low wages. I haven't heard anything of any experienced player. Have you heard us linked to anyone 26, 27 years old, 28 years old, someone in their prime, someone with experience? Have we heard any links? Or are we just hearing this guy looks good on data, this young player here, this, that, there? It's just like, it's just delusional, bruv. It's absolute delusion. Big up my geezer, Chelsea old boy. Says on the train home from Gatwick with my son Nick. Big up to Nick. Big up to the Chelsea old boys junior. Smash the likes like you smash your missus. Felix Sterling donkeys, Mount Havertz all day long. Proper wrong'uns on the flight. Up the Minerals FC. Big up Chelsea old boys, my legend, my geezer. I hope you have a safe trip back. But he's not wrong. Felix and Sterling, bruv, long way from Starbucks. They're a joke. They're a joke. And you're starting, they've never won the Champions League. They don't even know what the Champions League looks like. They've never touched it, bruv. Never touched it. Pep Guardiola knew what he's doing getting rid of Sterling. I back Sterling, bruv. I back him. But at the same time, look how they're being used. Look at the way we're set up. It's all wrong. Data FC, is it? Data FC, bruv. Is it? It's more like touched FC. That's the state we're in at the minute. All right. We're going for all these young players. Like I say, and I'll reiterate it, we haven't gone in for any top Ballack signing or someone of real elite experience, a general to bring in, man. Nothing. And let's bring up Erling Haaland, all right? Because I've had some waffle, bruv. All right, there's Chelsea fans saying they want to bring back that cement-booted rat to our football club. All right, you absolute disgrace. No loyalty to our football club, yeah? You do not bring Lukaku back. But I wouldn't put it past these owners bringing back that lump at Chelsea Football Club. And if they do, I'm done with it. I'll run on that pitch. I'll get barred from the ground to get that lump of cement off our pitch and not in our jerseys. A disgrace. He should be in that. Should be in our jersey, yeah, because it's all about the money. He's on over 400 grand a week, and they've got no choice. Inter Milan can't even afford him. They don't even want him. He's what it is. I'm not surprised. It's a joke. Biggest mistake Roman made was signing that lump over what? Erling Haaland. And people I was having arguments, telling me Erling Haaland is going to struggle to adjust in the Premier League. Erling Haaland, that City's going to be a failure. Erling Haaland's on his road to 40 goals this season. Erling Haaland is begging for fun. And you're telling me that you wanted Lukaku over Erling Haaland? And these are people on platforms with opinions. And you got Rory Jennings, the mug himself, saying he's not going to score more than 15 goals. I can tell you this guy's elite, bruv. He's elite striker, man. Elite striker. Young kid. Why are we not buying talent like that? Why not? We're Chelsea. We had the chance to buy this guy, and we would have spent 100 million on this cement-booted rat. Oh, my word. What have we come to, man? We've become Brighton FC, Brown Envelope FC, everything. Jellyfish FC. We're just a long way from Starbucks FC at the minute. Like I can't understand it. How have you let us go back so far, Bowley Egg Barley? Own up. You got blood on your hands, you wrong'uns. You got blood on your hands. You're destroying our football club. You're absolutely destroying it. And we got Spurs above us, and you allowed us to go to Spurs away, the ground we always go and beat, and we lost 2-0 to them Muppets. Those bottle jobs, we lost to them without a gaffer. They didn't even have Conte in the dugout, and we lost to Spurs. And Bowley's there all drunk and hungover, watching the game. No, oh shit, I might have to sack Graham Potter. Yeah, you have to sack him, you mug, because you brought him in. You vouch for this guy. You know what happens in the mafia if you vouch for someone and it goes tits up. You know what's happening, didn't you? I think Clearlake are going to give you the chop, fella, and say, you're 10%, we're buying you out because you're a wrong one. You're a joke. You're an absolute joke. You're right. We got Brentford above us, Brighton, Fulham, Newcastle, Spurs, West Ham. Is West Ham above us? Are they below us? I don't even know anymore. We're so far behind. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. But they'll say, we love you, Bowley. Let's get the cheerleaders out with we love you, Bowley t-shirts and let's pump it up. Let's play the Foo Fighters before every game and give us all fucking headaches. Yeah, so we can't even hear ourselves chant. Let's do that. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. You know, we are a laughing stock. And that tweet by that troll account done me in. Absolutely done me in. All right. And you think we'll probably, the way we're playing now, we'll hand Arsenal the title because we're so poor. All right. Well, we're going to just lose against United. I can't see it. Do you know what? I can't even see us winning a game. I can't even see us winning a game, let alone drawing. Manchester City probably going to do the Champions League this year. I think they're set up for it. They're going to do it. That win against Bayern Munich. And even if they play us or they play Real Madrid, they'll beat up both of us. And I think they'll go to the final. And they might play Napoli. You know what I mean? You got that Napoli manager, all right, who gets asked about Pep Guardiola and he gets up with humility to respect what a goat gaffer he is, all right? And he takes a lot of inspiration from him, all right? And we're looking at that gaffer. Why are we not looking at elite gaffers? Let's bring up elite gaffers, bro. Let's bring up elite gaffers. Elite gaffer right here, bro. Lucho. Luis Enrique. Go. Better stats than Pep. Better stats than Johan Cruyff, the teacher. And we're fucking around with bringing Super Frank back to appease the supporters, to bring some sort of unity. What fucking unity? You only bring unity by winning games, showing progression, patterns of play, fight, minerals. There's none of it. We've been stripped. It's like you've gone Billingsgate, bruv. Yeah? You've gone Billingsgate and you've gutted out every fish in Billingsgate, bruv. Literally. Look at him with his little handbag. What have we come to, man? We're a joke, bruv. We're a joke. You think Roman walks with a handbag into the bridge like that so openly, bruv? Roman was a don, mate. Roman went through the back door, man. No one saw Roman. Yeah? Let's have it right. No one saw Roman. Roman's an elite owner. These guys are elite jokers, elite clowns. And we've got them running our club. And I'm going to say the only way we can stop these guys is by protest. And that's my message. That's it. End of. That's the message. Protest galore, bruv. Protest galore. That's it. There's no other way to go. The problem is they've got every single large account, every single platform on lock through their connections, and those connections are linked to the club. And then someone goes to me, "Oh, big up Chelsea old boys for the super minerals, by the way." They go, "Oh yeah, well, the journalists say they report it. Yeah, who's reporting it? Who's telling the journalists? Where are they getting it from? From their neighbour? From their tea lady? Where are they getting it from? They're getting it from the club. The club leaks it out. The club tells them what to say. It's called a narrative. And we push that narrative. Yeah, we push it. We push agendas that they want to get an end result from. That's part of the game. That's how it goes at Chelsea now. We're a PR mastermind of fucking brown envelopes. That's what we are. It's what we are. Big up to Blue Star FC. Says Roman built standard. These clans ripped apart. CFC. Exactly. They gutted us out. I mean, can honestly anyone say when we play that we look like we've got... You know what I've been saying for God knows how long is that we always rely on individual brilliance. That's what we rely on now when we play teams. It's not... We don't play as a team. There's no game plan. There's no consistent lineup. There's no momentum. There's nothing we're working towards. It's stagnate. It's disjointed. It's lackluster. And it's like everyone goes, "Oh, just write off the season." Why have we written off the season? Because the owner's done that. The owner's basically wiped us off the face of the Premier League table, bruv. Out of Champions League, out of everything. We're wiped out because of their yes man model. And everyone goes, "Oh, yeah, just wipe it off. It's all right. We'll start off next season. Next season, what you think is going to get better next season? What's going to happen? Where's our gaffer? How are you signing players or renewing contracts on players if you don't even know that gaffer wants that player? What if Enrique comes in and says, "I don't really want Chilwell"? All right, don't worry. We'll put an agenda on Chilwell and we know Manchester City's interested. Yeah, you want to buy him 70 million because he's got a 4-year deal. That's what they'll do. That's why they signed a 2-year extension. Example, minerals. Yeah, all right. This is what we're doing. We are Mickey Droidboy. Big up to Mickey Droidboy. We are Wet Wipe FC at the minute. And we've got so many wet wipes in the fan base on their platforms. But they don't see it. They don't understand it. And it will be too late. Like, people are questioning, like, the way we are as a team. People are questioning it. And they don't even know anymore. They don't even know what to say anymore. Because it's not footballing professionals making the decisions. It's clear as day. Potter weren't that bad. Frank ain't as bad as this. I don't believe it. I don't even believe... look, listen, the jury's out on Super Frank. I'm not coming at my goat. But fuck me. You put me in a position. You really have. You put me in a position here. I'm in a real pickle at the minute. Like I say, jury's out, and I'll judge it over, well, what games we've got left. What games we've got left. Yeah. Can I have a selfie with Todd? Can I have a selfie with Egg Barley? Wrong uns. Wrong uns, bruv. You know what? And I live by it, right? A message to the owners, Barley and Bowley, is the biggest mistake to this day is sacking Thomas Tuchel, number one. Number two, all right, the biggest mistake is buying a football club without getting the right directors of football in place and going out and splashing 300 million, another 300 million. The third mistake is bringing in a jellyfish yes man mid-table mentality gaffer in Graham Potter. That's the third thing. The fourth thing, well, you will never, ever be Roman Abramovich. You will never come close to Roman Abramovich. Never. You'll never come close to him. And that's the reality. That's the reality. So drinking those minerals, Bowling Egg Barley, but you'll never be a Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich. Let's have it right. Worse than the Glazers. Worse than the Glazers. And they haven't even started, guys. And this guy gives us all this PR. Yeah, we're excited about the future. What? That's all you can say. But you know what? Like Eminem says, I'm hiding behind, depressed, in a rut, behind the smile of a clown. Yeah? He's all clown talk with his smiling and his little PR stunts and talking to the media. But deep down, he knows he's in the mud. He's in the trenches, bruv. The only way these owners will succeed is if they change their model and stay the fuck out of football. That's the only way they succeed. End of. If they continue, listen, they don't want to change it, guys. They don't want to change it. And the next gaffer will dictate where we're going. But I'm saying to you guys, we have to protest before the new gaffer comes in. We have to protest. Because by the time that, if you do it, when, say they get this Gallardo fella, or whoever it is, an unknown fucking gaffer, an up-and-coming, high-potential gaffer. Even Nagelsmann's up-and-coming. He's potential. He's not elite. You need elite. You need a gaffer to go in there, fire rockets up everyone's asses, get everyone on the same page, militant training sessions, patterns of play, beautiful football, pride press. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we going back to yes, man, no, yes, sir. Please, sir. 3 bags full, sir. I'll do whatever you want, Bowley Egg Barley, sir. Jog on. Literally jog on. Great meal, wonderful food. We spit your food out. Tastes like crap. So, here's what it is, guys. Here's what it is. I think you have to protest before the new gaffer, because when you get that gaffer in and it's not someone that is of elite level, it's too late. They're not going to go and sack him because they've appointed him. You got to stop him, bro. You got to stop him before they make that clown move, right? We play chess as supporters. These lot play checkers. So let's play chess. Let's go and win, guys, because we're the kings of Chelsea Football Club. We're the kings of Chelsea Football Club. We run the club. We're the heart and soul of this football club, all right? Without us, they're nothing. They ain't got no money. They ain't got no merchandise getting bought. They ain't got tickets home and away getting bought. They haven't got supporters in the ground. Yeah, that's what we are. We have to go for it. Exactly. Straight. Big up straight. He says, please, sir. Please, sir. They're going up to Bowley. Please, sir. Please, sir. Let me be a manager, sir. I'll be a manager. I'll do what you want, sir. I'll do whatever you want. You want me to play Enzo as a number 6? I'll play him. You want me to drop Mason Mount? I'll drop Mason Mount. You want to sell Mason Mount? Yes, please, sir. I'll do whatever you want, sir, to keep the job. You want me to sell all the experienced players? I'll do it, sir. I'll do it, sir. I'll go all the way, sir. I'll take us all the way to the championship, sir. Please, sir. We'd be great again, sir. Come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? 5 years they gave Graham Potter on 12 million a year. Tuchel's gone to Bayern Munich on 9 million a year. And Bayern Munich sacked Nagelsmann, who apparently he's our number one choice, losing 3 games to bring in Tuchel because Tuchel was available. Joke. What a joke. We're a joke. You know what? They're struggling to find a replacement for Thomas Tuchel because Tuchel didn't want to be a yes man. Let's learn the minerals. That's the facts of the matter. And he didn't want to be a yes man. So then what? We have to get a yes man. Graham Potter's your guy. Graham Potter's an absolute joke. He ain't Chelsea level. And we go back again to Red Bull and Borussia Dortmund. These guys, these clubs, they don't win the elite trophies. They're not at the top. They're mid-table, mediocre teams. All right. They're working their way up and they feed the clubs. That's what they are. They've never won Champions League. They're not that level. We are elite. We had an elite owner with elite mentality, and that's been stripped of us. So now it's up to us as supporters to make a stand. That's what we've got to do, guys. End of. That's the only thing that we can do to change this. There's nothing else we can do to change it, guys. Absolutely nothing. Big up to RVK. Bowley is dangling a job opportunity to Frank, and he will just about do anything to get it. Maybe the jury's out on this. But it's not looking healthy, is it? We've been turned into a meme club by these American owners. And listen, look at this. This is a disgrace. It's a disgrace. This in itself is a disgrace, guys. This is what we've become at Chelsea now. Look what they're doing to us. Chelsea team this season, bruv. Look at us. Yeah, Red Bull Leipzig was only formed 15 years ago. Yeah, let's go and build a model based on Red Bull. But we'll tell everyone it's based on Manchester City. But yeah, hold on. Doesn't add up with Manchester City. The players Manchester City buy, the gaffer that Manchester City got compared to what they're doing. You're at Chelsea Football Club. Yeah, you're an elite football club. Therefore, you go for the elite. You don't have to build. You don't have to knock everything down and start from the bottom and work your way up. You don't need to do that. You don't need to gut us out. All you have to do is build us from where we are at the top, being the Club World Cup champions, getting into finals, building. We're a cup team. Now we're not even a fucking cup team. So it is what it is. Yes, I come at the owners because they're the ones to blame for everything that we are doing as a football club. Don't give me this wishy-washy narrative. Oh, it's the owner's fault that the players can't score a goal. Oh, it's the owner's. Is it not the owner's fault for fucking changing the team and ordering players to not be played? Is that how you go as a football club? Do the Glazers get involved in the football? Not a chance. They don't even attend games. You don't even see them. And they're hated. These guys are rubbing it in our faces, walking in front of us in the cameras on Sky Sports, fucking making a mockery of our football club. And everyone's just lapping it up. Oh, go on, Bowley. Go on. Most people are going, whatever Bowley's drinking, whatever gear he's on, I want some of that. And you've got Hansi Flick as well. Hansi Flick was at the Real Madrid game. Why are you not, for the love of God, having a meeting with him? Why not? Why not? You're holding on to Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann, fuck all that, bruv. Do you want a guy that changes formations? Like he's got no attractive style of play. Like what are we doing here? German engine. We had the best engineer in Thomas Tuchel, and you want to go and get the apprentice? Listen, if they go and buy Felix, we're a joke, guys. We're a joke. Listen, you go and spend 100 million on João Felix and you want to sell Mason Mount. Mason Mount got 30 GA last year. 30 GA. You know what? There's no 30 GA from any other player in our squad this season. Not one player is in double digits. And Mason Mount's the problem. And you want to sell Mason Mount. And you want to give João Felix 300 grand a week. You want to give fucking Raheem Sterling 325 grand a week. But Mason Mount asking for leverage and asking for the same wages. You're saying to him, fuck off. And he's been player of the season back to back. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? The kid plays for the shirt, gives his all for Chelsea. What are these guys doing? Prancing about like ballerinas, like they're in Swan Lake. There ain't no Swan Lake, bruv. They're ducks. They're ducks. They're sitting ducks. That's what we've become. We ain't going nowhere, bruv. They talk about the Red Bull model. Red Bull gives you wings, does it? Your wings been cut off, man. You ain't flying nowhere, bruv. You ain't flying anywhere. I don't know what you're drinking. You're looking at an empty bottle, Bowley. Literally, you're at the end of the barrel, man. Where are you going, man? You're taking all the scrub, man, at the end. It's a joke. Get me Luis Enrique, bruv. Go and get me a proper gaffer, man. Elite gaffer. A Minerals General. A wonderful blueprint. He fits the bill in every department, but these guys want to muck around them and joke around and go and hand out their Happy Meals and test the market. The eye of the fan. Well, the eye of the fan's a load of bang smash waffle because the eye of the fan didn't work after we lost to 1-0 against Southampton at home. And you didn't sack this guy, and the results got stinkier and stinkier. And then you thought, yeah, let's heat it up. Oh, and then he goes and just about beats Leeds 1-0, just about beats Borussia Dortmund, beats a Leicester, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're back on track. And then we go back to how it is because you fuck around with a team and you don't let Graham Potter do his job because Graham Potter's not a bad manager. He's not elite. He's not a bad manager, but you don't let him do his job. So there we are, down the table. Here we go in the mud. Is what it is, bruv. Eye of the fan. This guy, Bowley's looking through the eye of a West Ham fan, not Chelsea fans, all right? And then you get the Athletic putting out an article, the beloved Paulstein and what's his name, Liam Tanney and Simon Johnson. They put out, oh, look, they're really trying to get a feeling from the supporters whether they want Enrique, do they want Mason Mount, do they want Nagelsmann? What are you listening to them for? You listen to the gaffer. And the supporters have to accept what the gaffer wants. The problem is no one, including me, or me in particular, I don't believe what gaffer comes in until I see the improvement that I know that he's calling the shots. Because right now, only an elite gaffer coming in will call the shots because they will not be told what players to pick, what players to bench. They will do what's necessary to win. Do you know why? Because their reputation's on the line. Potter didn't give a shit about his reputation, clearly. All he gave a shit about was his 12 million a year and being at Chelsea, and I'm happy to be here. That's life. The boys gave everything, every fucking game. The boys gave everything. That's where we are. Big up to Debbie says, we were a top 5 in the world. No elite gaffers, only by young players, mid-table club. They will screw us until they sell, and we will be done. I am crying. Listen, this is the thing. It's going to be too late, guys, anyway. It's going to be too late. It's going to be too late unless we actually make a stand. They got social media and lock. They love to play on social media, but they don't like to play when we lose fucking games. I'd love to see Bowley come into space when we've lost the game. And you want to talk about the eye of the fan, you absolute PR bangers and mash waffle merchant. All right. Denishan says, big up Denishan, saying Mount did more in 10 minutes than Felix. Bowley. That's what he is. That's Bowley for you. Clown. Absolute clown, bruv. Yeah. So have it right. So, it is what it is, guys. I can keep ranting and I'll keep on ranting. I don't care, mate. I've got this to relieve me of all my frustrations. That's why the Athletic did the Chelsea fan survey. Of course, they want a survey. It's all fun and games. Listen, did Roman go, let's put a survey out to see what the supporters want? They're all about PR and basically manipulating the supporters. The moment they got the supporters in their pocket, they'll do whatever the hell they want. Their main game is to make money. Their main game is to implement a youth model to bring all the young talent at Chelsea Football Club. All right, and they think that they're going to win. No, they don't care about winning. They want to be up there, but eventually they might win a title like they did with the Dodgers and this and that. Listen, what are we, man? Who buys a club for $4 billion to have that mentality? What a wrong un you are. Big up Alan Hilson, my geezer in here. Big up to you. Why would you do that? That's not very business-minded thinking, is it? It's not very elite thinking. What it is let's try and raise the club. Let's build a massive stadium. Let's try and go that way. Redevelop because we're good at that. And then we'll sell the club because it have more value, more income, And yeah, by the way, we'll keep spending our budget. And now we're in the red zone. And we haven't got a core in our team. We still got to rebuild. People are going, we're in a rebuild. It's a long process. What fucking long process? Do you know what? Yeah, the joke is you go and give Pep Guardiola, Thomas Tuchel, a Zidane, a Hansi Flick, a Luis Enrique. Go and give them 600 million in 2 windows, and they'll build your entire team, elite team. These guys don't know what they're doing. 600 million. And look at what the state of us. Mate, they wouldn't even touch Jose Mourinho with a barge pole. Jose Mourinho come in and he'd have them down, bruv. He'd pull their pants down, he'd be spanking them. Yeah? They'll be like little puppies with Jose Mourinho around. They couldn't handle the minerals of Jose Mourinho. I'd love Jose Mourinho to come in there and just go, let's have it right, bruv. Yeah? I want to win, and I want to win now, and I'm going to get rid of all these young players, and I want to buy some elite fucking professionals. You know, that's the way it goes. But he would. Jose would have them. He would make them cry, bruv. In fact, we would be drinking their tears. Thank you to our GOAT, Jose Mourinho. In fact, even Luis Enrique, bruv, he's got minerals, bruv. He's got his philosophy. He'd come in there and he'd say, this is what I want. These are my demands. If you don't match my demands, I'm not coming to you. End of. That's what I want. I want a gaffer like that. Pep Guardiola goes into Manchester City. Yes, he's got a foundation there, but he still knows what he wants, and he gets given what he wants. And look at him. He's building an well-oiled machine, so well-oiled. Bodie talks about we want to have a well-oiled machine. Go and look at Pep Guardiola's well-fucking-oiled machine that is just absolutely steamrolling everyone with good football and elite players and an elite gaffer, and that's a model you basically duplicate. That's the model. That's the benchmark you go at. All right. And you add Roman there with all the foundations, debt-free 1.5 billion, and you got and copped it all up. That tells me you're one thing and one thing only. You are the Joker in Batman. That is what you are. It's all a joke. It's all, let's just spend the money. Look at me. I'm big bollocks. I'm going out whining and dining. Everyone in football. And they're all laughing at me. But I don't care they're laughing at me because I do what I want anyway, because I'm so egotistical. I'm so arrogant. But I'm so fucking clueless at the same time. Yeah. He's absolutely clueless, bruv. Put us back in debt after being debt-free. That's where we are. That's where we are. You know, and we're looking at financial fair play. Oh, and let's have it right. This is a classic. The new manager comes in and he goes, oh, I don't want this player. I don't want that player. Oh, yeah, but hold on. They're on 8-year contracts. Ooh, uncomfortable conversations, isn't it? Uncomfortable conversations. You know, it's gone beyond talking about us as a football team and the football and the games. There's no fucking identity. There's nothing there. We're a shadow of what we were. You know what? Take away Tuchel's wins and draws, then we'd be fucking in the bottom 3. We're in the bottom 3 now. Big up to RJ, my member, Chelsea Redskins, says protest only way to stop this sinking ship, sinking into the abyss. Happy Meal ownership. Up the Minerals FC. That's a great one. Happy Meal ownership. Get that trending, bruv. Hashtag Happy Meal ownership. That is what they are. Happy Meal ownership. Clowns. Absolute clowns, bruv. Yeah. Yeah, without Tuchel, we're in the relegation battle. That's where we are. We are literally getting relegated. I'll tell you what, this don't do anything for my blood pressure at the minute. It's through the roof. It's through the roof. And we are in a real pickle. Yeah, PRFC, do they think we're stupid employing a club legend to cover up their shithousery, their absolute disgraceful decisions that have got us where we are? And everyone goes, let's listen to it. You know, we're really excited about the future. It's a long project. What long project, bruv? What long project? Long project, man. We're gonna be a long way from Starbucks before you even think about this project getting implemented, because this project stinks. This project doesn't have the infrastructure to work at an elite club at Chelsea. It doesn't have it because you're not doing it the right way. You're a budget Roman. You're a budget Roman. Roman, to an extent, he wanted his guy. He calls the shots, and the gaffer has to come in and get the players to gel and get the best out of the players and win. And if he doesn't, he's out the door and you win. And the demand and the pressure fires you up. And he does. He gets the results. And the players are fired up. They're on their toes 24/7. All right. And then you did have player power. These guys are doing that with kids. They're doing it. We're like a youth club. We're a youth club, you know. And it's a budget Roman model is what they're doing because they're calling the shots. But you can't do that with elite gaffers. You can't do that. People laugh at you in the game. They already are. Everyone. You think Sky Sports, Talk Sport, everyone's laughing at these guys. Everyone's laughing at them. Therefore, they're laughing at Chelsea. Therefore, they're laughing at the players. And they're laughing at the supporters. And yet, all these supporters go, yeah. We've got Super Frank. We're going to go all the way. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I wish it did, but it doesn't. I would love Frank to succeed and win the Champions League, but we're not playing like we can win it. We're not even beating Wolves, Everton's, Aston Villa's, and we're going to go and beat Real Madrid 2-0 down. Players and managers feared Roman. Now it's a joke. Yeah, it's a joke. Like I say, like my thumbnail, it is. He's the joker, bruv. Bowley's the face. Egbali's the one behind the scenes dishing it out. But Bowley's the face. And Bowley's getting the heat. And he knows that. That's why he loves it. He loves to get in the limelight. He loves to rattle people like me. He loves to rattle people like me. But the funny thing is, it's a dangerous game because you're going to end up rattling all the supporters. And the moment you rattle all the supporters, like you did under Potter, and we started getting edgy, that's nothing. That's nothing. All right? Nothing. You ain't got a clue. Big up to Wads in here. He says, no other platform says it like us. Big up. Todd Bowley, Begdagly, Barley, middle finger up. Let's have it right. Big up to Wads. We don't say it. No one says it like us on the Minnals FC. Every single one of you smashed the piece of that like button. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And always put your comments down below. Always get in the chat. Always. The more the merrier in here. Literally, the more merrier in here. Chelsea have gone from a 5-star hotel to a cheap American motel 1-star. If you're lucky. If you're lucky. That's what we've gone to. If you're lucky. At the minute, they're like Graham Potter. They got everyone like Graham Potter sleeping on the fucking street, bruv, in a sleeping bag. We ain't even got a roof over our head at this minute. You know, it's really poor. It's really poor, guys. We're in a real pickle at the minute. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It could be the worst takeover in history. I think it's the worst start, the worst decision in history for them to sack Thomas Tuchel, who was an ambassador for us with all the sanctions. It's a brothel now, and let's have it right. Todd Bowley and Egg Barley can't even organise a piss up in a brewery, bruv. Literally. 10% merchant, bruv. He's like that Nini CFC, bruv. He's a 10% megastore merchant. This guy's a 10% merchant for Chelsea Football Club, you know. And these guys, they put agendas out on Tuchel. You know, they used all these guys. They used Mark Goldbridges and all these fucking wrong'uns on the platforms to push out the agendas on Thomas Tuchel and get him sacked and create a divide. And they're doing that with Mason Mount. They're doing that with Kai Havertz. They're doing it with all the players that get in the stick on social media. And I see right through it, and I know it. And it will end bad. You will sell Mason Mount, Gallagher, who I think Gallagher is just, he's not quite up there, but Trev for me, big time. You will sell these players. You will sell all the Kai Havertz, all the young talent with experience. You will sell them, and then everyone will question and go, "Oh, but why are we not playing well? Why are we not creating enough? Where's our balance? Where's our core? We still ain't got a DM." They'll still be going on about it. It'll be too late, you know. It'll be too late, and then you'll go and watch these players ball out somewhere else. And you'll be crying like you do about Kevin De Bruyne and Salah. Same old crap. Is he really? Nini's back in. The only one still back in the board. I haven't heard anyone come at the board, bruv. No one. Who's come at the board, man? Who's come at the board, really? Let's have it right, Jacob. I could run this club better than these wrong'uns. Yeah? You get the professionals in charge. You let the proper gaffers take the rail of the team, and you take advice and you listen. And that's how you progress. That's how you build. That's how you build a dynasty. They don't want to do that. Sugar Sean, shout out to Sugar Sean. Yeah, he is. Is he coming at the owners? Is he coming at the owners? Good, good. Keep going, bruv. But you know, a lot of them, you know, the usual suspects. You know, what do they say, bruv? Half of them don't even know, bruv. They don't even know. So they say whatever. They go with the going narrative, whatever it is. People just want their agendas on players and this and that. It's sad, really. It's sad. It's not the players' fault. It really ain't the players' fault. I feel sorry for the players. I really do, mate. Like I say, if you knew half the stuff, you'd think this is a disgrace, and it is a disgrace. We are a disgrace. You know, the owners behind the scenes are a disgrace. It's toxic. They're getting rid of everything that was what made us successful, and they're really reinstilling mediocrity and some long fucking project. Yeah, project. Of course. But guys, it is what it is. Big up to every single one of you. I feel a little bit better. I hope you guys do too. Let's see what happens. We're going to do. I'll be on live tomorrow as well, maybe a similar time, and we can land the minerals. But yeah, it's all bangers and mash waffle. All I can say is we have to stick together and we have to protest against the owners and make the right decision. What Rory says we win the Champions League. Listen, anything that guy says, go the opposite direction. Go the opposite direction, because he does it all for clicks. Because then you get all the rivals in there going, "No, you ain't winning the Champions League. Look at you, you're sitting there." And he takes all that shit. He just milks it. All right, he's a clickbaiter. That's what he is. His interest is not Chelsea. His interest is his status. And everyone else is like, I want to get on to the spotlight. That's it, bruv. You know, it's going to get worse, guys. But at least you know you've heard it from me first. The circus continues. It is continuing. We know it. It is what it is. But guys, everyone on the Minerals FC, you're not like this fella. No one is like this fella. They're all in the woods, bruv. Every single one of them. They're all in the woods. And we got, obviously, Fabrizio Romano and all these guys, all the kingpins are in there, bruv. They're all in there, every single one of them. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Listen, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream and you can understand my frustration and you get my message. That's the most important thing. Please like, subscribe, notification button. We've got the membership as well. Pinned at the top of the live chat and down below in the description. Go and check out the last few streams. Big up to all you guys supporting my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Anyone mental health, get in the chat, get in the comments. Let us know. We're all here for you as well. You know, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I want to, you know, you get these other wrongers that want to bite at me and then they can't take the heat, you know. The over wronging fella, you know, just back off, son. You don't need to get involved with me. You really don't. It's not for you here. It's not for you here. You know, you've got the brown nosing of the ownership there, and you got all the links with them, and they go, you know, it's just a cesspool, isn't it? We don't need to do that. We don't need to go there. But they can't handle the minerals. So, like I say, you end up getting blocked. And it is the way it goes. They give it the heat, they give it all the big bollocks, and then they run a mile. It's just pathetic, isn't it? All for what? All for what? Because you want to have a little dig at the minerals because he's landing it, because I'm landing it, because Johnny's landing it. Johnny's telling the truth. People can't handle the truth. And you want to call me conspiracist and all this shit, yeah? Listen, I say what I say because of what I know, yeah? You go and question your sources, guys. Go and question your sources, because right now they're feeding you your sources, yeah? You want to talk about sources, bruv? Your sources are McDonald's ketchup sachets, yeah? That's what you're getting, all right? I don't. I get the gravy. I get the mustard. I get the true minerals, yeah? And when I say it, and I say it with sincerity, truth, integrity, honesty, and respect to every single one that watches me. And that's what I stand by. I ain't here for clicks, mate, or clickbaiting, or setting up narratives to just get me attention. Oh, you want to call me a League Gunner, do you? You want to call me oh, mate, League Gunner's an Arsenal fan. Arsenal ain't never won the Champions League, not a league club. I'm the fucking kingpin here, yeah? I land it. I say how it is. All right. You don't like it. It's very simple. Don't watch me. Don't interact with me. Jog on. You're a long way from Starbucks. That's all it is. That's all it is. But I tell you what, I will be there. If anyone's pushing bullshit narratives, I'm there, bruv. I'll call you out. I'll call you all out. So just be aware. That's it. I've been like that since day one. Since I started my channel, I've been like that. The amount of agendas that have been pushed out. I'll continue that, bruv. All day long. Let's have it right. Let's have it right. Soprano style. Yeah? Yeah? Why so serious? Why so serious, bro? Well, I'll tell you, we have to be serious because it's a serious matter at Chelsea Football Club at the minute. We never change. Facts, British Patriot. We never change. We are the same from day one to what we are now. We are the same. It didn't have to be like this, but the owners made it like this. So therefore, it is. Knowledge is power. We land it. We drink in the minerals all day long. So as always, guys, I always say this. Yeah. Up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. Yeah. And it's like every time you try to get out, they pull you back in. They pull you back in. But we will be there to land the minerals and we'll take out anyone because that's what we do on here. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you. Like, subscribe, put your comments down below. Every single one of you, put your comments down below. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Right, Friday London. London is blue. Let's have it right. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go. Have it right, Minerals FC. You got the minerals, yeah? Love it. Got the minerals, TT.
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.